Hi, today I've been asked to sharpen a hatchet. So this is the jig you use. It's very simple, basic. You just slide it on there, and I like to use an old wheel because it takes its toll on the new wheels, or on any wheel really. It can hollow it out, it can do all sorts of things. So I wear my wheels down to about 200 or 190, and this is a 190. So I'm going to use that so I don't ruin my good wheel, which I'm counting how many knives I'd get on that one. So the way that I do it is I lower the rest, and then what you do is you just shove this in here, and that becomes your rest, and you just go like that. I like to do it from the front so that I can I'll show you in a minute, but just so that you can see. And so it's got a rough bevel there, I'll just copy that. So I'll just pull that until I get a little mark to show me that I'm on target. See that little shiny mark there? That tells me I'm on the bevel, and this is how I do it. I just shove it in there, and I put a couple of fingers behind and just really grab it tight, and then you just rotate the axe on the wheel. Right, and you see the wear pattern that it makes and adjust accordingly. So let's try it out. And in this case, it's okay to rotate the axe, unlike a knife sharpening that you don't rotate. And have a look. Huh. See? Nice. And you just keep going until it's all even. It's getting nicer now. Turn it over the other side. You can see I'm missing the edges or the corners, so that means that I have to rotate. I have to actually lift like a knife to get the edges. So not only am I going like that, but I'm also going like that in order to get the edges. So I'm pushing it down on the handle here. When I get to this side, I'm lifting up on the handle. You can see how I got this one better. This one still needs work. much better. I'll do the other side again. And the trick here is to go slowly so that the wheel has time to grind the bevel before you move around. Right. You can see that facet here. Right. That's from, I mean, the jig is not, it's not super highly accurate, but it does a pretty good job. So I need a little bit more on this side here, which means I have to dip the handle down in order to dig that edge in. So I'll start on the corner and slowly rotate, and now I'm digging in that corner. You can see why it takes a toll on the wheel. But if you're slow and steady, you get a beautiful looking bevel. Like that. So, beautiful. And what about this side? Have we got a burr yet? Actually, I've got a burr all the way. So if I'm happy with that edge, which I'm not, because I think this needs to come down a bit more, then that axe is done. Hatchet. So I'll do this edge a little bit more. Needs a little bit more here. So I'll start at the far end. And always give it a full run in order to get that nice even bevel. I've got a burr again on the back. See, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? That little scratch there, that was where I was measuring the bevel so I could adjust the rest, and I was a little bit low, so I just touched it back there, but that doesn't matter. Beautiful. Now I'm going to use my engineering eye to see if those bevels match. I kind of do. I think this needs to come down a little bit more. So that is this side here. Sometimes you have to be careful here and move the slider across so that you can get this handle down far enough to grab that. That's close enough. What do you reckon? Looks good. We've got a few extra facets on there. So I'm just going to do that once more, see if I can get a nice even run. So you shove it up in here and then you just grab, make sure that it sits down flat on this surface here and give it a nice controlling. You're really gripping here. Got a nice burr on the back there. I think that's done. Yeah. So then as normal, we're going to hone. I just want to show you, have a look at the state of this wheel now. See how that's been hollowed out? Like that. So that's the toll it takes. So that's why you should always use an old wheel if you can. Or charge, because you're going to have to re-level that, and that's going to take a few millimeters off, and a few millimeters can mean quite a bit of knife income. So you want to take that into account. I charge a little bit more for these because of that. Not an extreme amount, but just enough to make sure that I'm compensated for the wear in the wheel. A few little bumps left over. See how sharp that is. Let's just see how we can get it to gillo cut. Nice. That works perfect. Ready for camping. So that's how I sharpen a hatchet. There you go.